It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Let's go. Throwing to start the drive. Hayden. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Next to score, Packers 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get him.
That's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Seahawks nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Duggan looking to throw. Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Duggan.
Shakes off the sack. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You look at this Packers defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hey, check that, street, ready?
Duggan will look to throw this.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
But, Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check back. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Liking, 18.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points cap.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
That'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Duggan.
And that will be incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st down, Hayden. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Riggs,
Now motion
Riggs.
left with Mooney.
Check, check,
They'll
check,
send a
check.
receiver in motion to the right. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended run, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, Chad.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hayden, throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. And the Packers 1st down.
After one, 17-7 is our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mooney, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Hayden. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Duggan now to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
To throw is Duggan. He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
Come on, come on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Lion.
On 2nd down, here's the Wk4.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing on first down. Hayden. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now this throw caught left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Off the play fake. Hayden. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now they send a running back in motion right. On 4th down, Hayden. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, what a move. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's going to use his legs here.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Duggan to throw. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
Touchdown, Seahawks!
Jackson Smith and Jigbo
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one.
I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Hayden.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Looking deep here from Mooney.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Hayden looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Short throw to Disley. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dugan.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the 2nd half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Hayden. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jones. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off play action. Hayden.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
Able to take it and right down Broadway. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now that was a big run. It takes him all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Packers' 1-yard line.
Charbonnet is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2.
Yeah, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Go, Reed, go.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, Hayden.
A short throw to Musgrave.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Off the play fake, Hayden. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hayden. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, won the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
It's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 2nd and 10, Duggan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dugan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Get it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
This offense so far on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
Looking to throw. Hayden. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be? And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a fourth quarter lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted.
The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
On first down, Hayden. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success.
Here we go.
Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Going up top. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Whitaker. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's go now.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Go street.
Duggan looking to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And he'll be tackled inside his own 15.
The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
In motion left goes a tight end.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Doug going to look to throw this. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Today, Wk4 on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
1st down, Green Bay.
On the jump. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Hayden. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Hayden. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. On 1st and 10, Hayden.
And this one too low.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Off play action. Hayden.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so.